before we get into the project and how to build it, I want to just point out the possibility of having different layouts here in Illustrator. So the layout that I've been working in is what's called the Essentials layout. And with that layout, I've had my Properties panel open, and that's where we go, for example, to change the stroke or the opacity or the fill. Also, when working with text, to be able to change the font size. I'm working with that all over here in my Properties panel, which can be moved around. But in the videos for this week, I'm going to work in a different view, which is the Essentials Classic. And part of the reason for that is because I have been working with Illustrator for a long time, and I'm kind of familiar with, or I feel very comfortable with this layout. And I think there's some nice advantages to it as well. In this layout, you see that the toolbar changes a little bit, but instead of having the Properties panel, I have an Options bar up here that allows me to access the same things I could get to in the Properties panel. So it's just up here at the top instead of being in a floating panel. But the same thing you're going to find, so if I was working with my rectangle tool and I wanted to make a rectangle, I could go up here and this is where I could get the no fill, or I could adjust my stroke and the stroke weight, what kind of stroke it is. And if I was working with the text tool, I could also go up here and change the color. I have access directly here to get those other panels like the character panel or the paragraph panel and alignment. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. Feel free to click on some of the other layouts and see if there's some that you prefer to have working on your own projects.